Man, you know, life right now is going pretty good, I would say. Like, I'm pretty locked in on the gym. I have very good friends. I have a good social life, and I have a good bond with my family and stuff like that. I know Christmas is right around the corner. I still haven't bought presents and stuff like that. I still need to do that, which is. I mean, I don't need to do it for that many people. It's only my siblings and my parents, but still, I shouldn't wait till the last moment. But life is going pretty good for me right now. But I have this urge inside me. I have this feeling that I really want a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And I just have this feeling that because my head ass is balding. Most just definitely. I'm definitely just balding right now. Because if I do this on my hair, there are so many hairs and so many. It's just snowing from my head. You know what I'm saying? But, I've started like taking better care of my hair. I think I didn't use conditioner before. Now I use conditioner as well as shampoo. But I only wash my hair I've only been washing it every 4 days, but I'ma do it like every second day or every third day because it becomes kind of bad if I don't wash it. And I thought I liked the natural oils in my hair and stuff, but it's not really doing me a favor, you know. But 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 yeah, it's not like I feel any pressure to get a wife or like a girlfriend right now. But I'm like, damn, I haven't dated anyone in a long ass time. I should probably find a girlfriend, right? Before I'm bald and no baddie's gonna want me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I am unsure, but I've heard that creatine enhances your hair loss. That would kind of suck because I've taken creatine for over a month and I can feel the. Bruh, get off your fucking lights, homie. I can feel the effects working, like I'm lifting more since I'm on creatine. But if that shit is making my hair loss worse, I'm gonna stop taking it because I care way too much about my hair, man. I can't even lie. Hair is so much, bro. Like, you see a handsome dude and you're like, wow, he's pretty handsome. Like, most of the time it's just their fucking hair and their face shape, right? It's just looks maxing. So I need to looks max my hair, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Is that gay to be like, yo, that guy is handsome? I don't think it is. I think you can be like, I mean, you can see when someone is handsome. Like, you don't have to find them attractive, right? You can see when someone is handsome and you can like appreciate their handsomeness and be like, wow, I appreciate that. No, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just need a girlfriend. And I keep on. I'm a little romanticizer, bro. I keep on having these I guess, fantasies. Like, I was just at the gym and there was this one girl who I felt like kept like looking at me, but I guess she probably wasn't. And it was just how I perceived it in my head. But I just felt like she was like looking at me, and then I was just like building up this scenario in my head where me and this girl, random girl, were together. We had our house and we were working out together in this life. But I definitely I need to stop doing that, bro, because one, that is weird. Two, that's not how it works. That's not gonna happen. And three, I need to stop romanticizing things, because then I've lost touch with reality, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not what's happening in real life right now. You know? And I've had a big problem with that ever since I was like a kid, you know what I'm saying? There's not really been like a problem, but like I realized that I'm doing it. And it's like, because when I was a kid, I thought I was the toughest shit. I thought I was so fucking cool. And I thought, like, when I walked around in public with my mom, I would have my hands in my pocket, my hoodie up, and I would just be like, yeah, I'm tough shit. Yeah, I'm that kid, you know what I'm saying? And I would just think that every girl my age that walked by, I just thought like, yeah, she likes me, because damn, I'm just so fucking cool. I mean, I could do a backflip on the ground. I can still do it. But as a kid, if you could do a backflip on the ground as a kid, you're the coolest motherfucker ever. Just no questions asked. You're so fucking cool if you can do that. And it was like every kid at my middle school, like every cool kid knew how to do a backflip. And they would just spam it. But honestly, that's how, like, dude, when I moved schools to Canada for 2 years, and I was like, yeah, I can do a backflip on the ground. They were like, holy shit. You can do a on the ground, a backflip on the ground. And I'd be like, yeah. Like, it's just some slide, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. And then I would do a backflip, and then they would be like, what the fuck? Yo, check this out. This guy can do a backflip. And then, like, that's literally how I made friends. I just did a backflip on the ground. And all these people started liking me. And that was the craziest shit ever. So I don't fucking know, bro. That it was just crazy. Middle school and primary school are such fucking weird years, bro. Like, middle school is an evil fucking year. If you don't have it good, if you don't like have good people in your class, or like people with good intentions and all that, like, your life may fucking suck at that point. Like, you just gotta know that life moves on from that, because it does. You know, you have so many years left to live. Your years in middle school are gonna feel like nothing, but at that time, at that point, it's gonna, like, because then middle school is your whole life, right? And all your socializing and all your friends and your mental health literally rely on your classmates and your teachers and your grades and all that. A fucking moped car? Dude, I'm gonna beat this guy's ass. What the fuck? We have this fuck ass moped cars here, and this motherfucker just drove in the middle of a queue. Oh, this bitch. Why do you even buy a moped car? They is going 40 right now. 40 kilometers an hour, and it's a 60 zone. And it's about to be an 80 zone. And I'm about to lose my shit if he doesn't drive to the side road. I swear to God. support. But yeah, middle school is your entire life in middle school, which sucks massive dick because you can't really choose what type of life you get. I mean, this is incredibly sad, but oh my god, fuck this guy, he didn't drive to the side. Sorry. This is incredibly sad. But there was one kid who very recently, who was in middle school. I don't know him personally, but I know his brother. And apparently that kid, I think he hung himself or something in a forest. And then I heard about it from my mom, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's always so like weird hearing about kids doing this type of shit. Like, okay, sewer slide is never justifiable, right? You can't really reason with it. It's absurd. It doesn't make any sense. It's a radical solution to a temporary, or a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You can never justify it and be like, yeah, it's okay. Or no, hold on, let me continue my story first. And it's like way less justifiable when you hear about kids doing it, and you hear about kids like having it really bad and doing this kinds of stuff. You know, it's like way more fucked up hearing about it, right? Because like kids have their whole life ahead, and like we should, I think adults and humans and everything, we should make sure that the kids around us, you know, have a good life, and or have the best life as possible, you know what I'm saying? But let me go back to the thing, because sewer slide, I think it can be justifiable because I was watching a horse meat vid. He was reading like sad emails, and what the fuck, the first like story was so fucked, man. It was like this guy with MS. I don't really know how to explain it because I don't really know what it is fully, but like basically it's a very rapidly evolving like physical condition thingy. Wow, as I could explain. But basically it's like right now he has like kind of bad speech impediment, and he struggles a bit to walk and like all that. But in a couple of years, he's may probably be in a wheelchair, and he's gonna become like a full-on vegetable in a few years, because it's so like rapidly evolving, you know. And yeah, and it's a really fucked like way to be sick, because you're like suddenly you're gonna be like suddenly you're gonna have dementia, you're gonna be a full-on vegetable. And yeah, but basically this guy was talking about that, and he was like, my girlfriend wants to bear my child, but this is a disease that can be passed on, and it was like a 25% chance that their child, if they have a child, is gonna have the same disease as him. And he was like, I don't want my kid to struggle with the same disease that I have right now. And that I totally fucking get, because this guy was like, he had his mind set on that he was gonna KMS, you know. Which is really fucked, you know. Like I've talked about this before, but life is a total dice roll, and you could like I remember talking about this with some people like in my age, and there was this one girl who was like really against having kids, I guess, or like she didn't want kids basically, and then she explained why and stuff like that, and then we got on the topic of having, but what if you get a child with autism or a child that has, you know, a lot of physical struggles, maybe, I guess. Like, what do you do then? And, you know, the right answer is to love your child unwillingly, or not unwillingly, I mean like unlimited. Like, give your child all the love you can give. Like, no matter what, you know. But the thing was that you don't want your kid to have it bad, right? You don't want your child to have it bad. So if you're about, or if your wife is about to give birth, and you know your child is gonna have some like very fucked disease, or like a very fucked conditional problem, what do you do then? Do you do an abortion, or do you let the child be born and then, you know, love it with all your heart or whatever? And that's a tough decision, man. It's a very tough decision. It really is. But this guy that was in the horse meat video, who sent the email, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna KMS before I'm too much of a vegetable to do it, or too much of a vegetable to understand the gravity of the situation, or like what the situation actually is. So he said he was gonna do that. It is really fucking sad, bro. It's insanely sad. But that is the one case where I think that sewer slide is justifiable. Because if you have it that bad and you have it that fucked up, and you know it's only gonna get more, it's only gonna get worse, I think that it's justifiable at that point. Yeah. But it's very fucked up, you know. Life can fuck us all up in every kind of way. Like, dude, I could crash my car right now, or someone could crash into me, and it would be out of my control, and then I would just be in a wheelchair my entire life, or I would be like have severe brain damage or some shit. That would so fucking suck. Like, the human bodies are so weak. And I think too little of us are actually appreciating how lucky we are to, you know, be how we are. You know, because you could be born with this genetic fucked disease that is just fuck up your life, and fuck you disease. And then, like, your life is fucking doomed. Like, what do you do at that point? And I know, like, everyone fucking ever says that. Like, they say that we don't appreciate how lucky we are, but we really don't. Like, we truly fucking don't. And I think we underestimate the value of a life. But yeah. Let's go back to kids for a second, like having kids. We are overpopulated as fuck, aren't we? Like on this globe, we're pretty like fucking overpopulated. And I think I've heard that less and less people are having kids. And I also heard this one theory that less and less, I guess, Caucasian people or European people and Asian people and all that are having less kids, and American people are having less kids, but the people from the Middle East and all that are having more kids. Like they have like 6 kids, you know. And I heard this theory that they are gonna overpopulate the world and then try and take over just using their mass amounts of fucking kids, because no one anymore has any kids. And honestly, that is a valid theory, because if less and less people are having kids, you know, a lot of ethnicities will die out, probably. Yeah, this was a bit of a long talk. I just really wanted to yap. Oh my god. I'm a bit of a yapper. I'm a bit of a yapper. I cannot lie. I need a snapper. Yeah, I'm a bit of a yapper, bro. What the shit is that car? Dude, I swear to God, every day, new, like, new fuck ass models of cars come out. And they just look fucking dumb as shit, bro. But yeah. I'm gonna end the video. You know, take whatever I say with a grain of salt. I don't want to influence anyone's opinions and whatever, you know. Because I'm very easily influctuated. Is that even the right word? I don't know. I'm very easily influenced by other people and how I make my decisions. I feel like based on the kind of people I've been around. But yeah, whatever. You know, eat your food, get your protein, go outside and touch some fucking grass, bitch. Or go to the gym and touch a metal. Touch your metal. Yeah. Adios.